Good morning, students. Yesterday we are start practice set 2.1. In that 2.1 we are only learn question number 1. So what will be the remaining problems that can be learned today? So we are going to learn today in practice set 2.1 question number 2. So what will be the question number 2 that you want to see to learn? So this is the practice set 2.2. First, you start the practice set 2.2. There is some theorem, and that theorem must be So, it is very important theorem that today we are going to learn. That theorem is coming in exam so many times. So, please give attention how to solve this theorem. The theorem is given in paper. There also you are coming such a types of theorem. The sum of the measure of all the angle of triangle is 180. Means they are only given only words. That word is given or that sentence is given to you. That sentence is given to you. Statement is given to you. That statement is the sum of the measure of all angle of triangle is 180. Okay. So that is the statement that is called a theorem. So that theorem is given to you. Sum of angle of measure of angle of triangle is 180 degree. So that you want to prove. So see what is given, that is right in given. So here is they are said triangle, and triangle sum is 180 degree. But in this example they are not say the types of triangle. Which types of triangle they are not mentioning. They are not say whether it is the acute triangles, obtuse triangle, scalene triangle, equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle. Which triangle is there? They are not say. So you can take any triangle which you want. Okay. So here is I am taken in given triangle PQR is any triangle, any types of triangle. It is scalene, it is equilateral, or it is isosceles. Okay, any one of them. So I write here given. Then what you want to prove that? You want to prove that sum of angle. So triangle having how many angles? 3 angles. So sum of this 3 angle is 180 degree. That you want to prove. So that is written in TP. Sum of angle of triangle is 180. So I already explained you that 3 angle, 1 angle, 2 angle and 3 angle. So that 3 angle sum is 180. So this name is depend upon which triangle you are taken and whatever be the name given to that triangle. So it is. So here is considered PQR. So they are said angle Q plus angle P plus angle R is equal to 180 degree. Okay. So this is the proof. You want to prove that. So see the diagram here first, and then we are going to explaining this. Then we are going to explain these diagrams. So this diagram, this is the triangle PQR they are said. So see, this is the triangle P, this is the Q, and this is the R. So this is the PQR triangle. Okay. So in that PQR triangle they are said the angle QPR. So this P angle, then they are said angle PQR, this Q angle, then they are said angle PRQ, this R angle. So they are said angle P, angle Q and angle R. Sum is 180 degree, and that you want to prove. But if the triangle is remain as it is not possible to prove that sum is 180 degree. So what can we do? So we must be draw the parallel line to the segment QRC. This is the segment QR. So that segment QR, you must be draw the parallel line. So here is this segment QR. We draw the parallel line ST. See, this is the ST. That ST is the parallel line. So this is the construction done by us. Okay, this is the construction done by us. Which construction we are doing? We can draw the ST line. So this ST line, see, this is the ST line. So that ST line is parallel to QR segment. So one of the question is coming in my mind, why we are draw the parallel lines? Because if we draw the parallel line, ST is parallel to segment QR, then this is the PQ, this PQ is the transversal. Okay, this PQ is the transversal. So due to the PQ transversal, this P angle, see this P angle and this Q angle, they are the alternate angles of each other. These two angles are alternate angles of each other, and alternate angles are always congruent with each other. Such a way, here also this ST is parallel to QR, so this P angle and this R angle. ST is parallel to segment QR, so this P angle and this R angle, they are also alternate angles of each other, so they are congruent. Okay, so that we can show the alternate angles congruent. For that purpose, we can draw ST parallel to QR. Are you understand it? Then we are going to see the proof. So this is already explain you that ST is parallel to QR and PQ is the transversal. So I am showing you this Q angle and P angle, they are alternate angle. But some of the students don't understand, so that I am going back and I am again explaining. See, this is the P angle and this is the Q angle. So these two angles are the alternate angle. But only I write the P and Q, then no value. So we must be write the full name SPQ. So this is the SP angle, SP and Q angle. So this is the SPQ angle is congruent with PQR angle. Why it is congruent with PQR angle? Because this P angle and Q angle, they are the alternate angles of each other, so they are congruent. Okay, this is equation number 1. We don't come back, so I am explaining here also. So see, this is the T angle, this is the P angle, and this is the R angle. So angle TPR, see this P angle. So angle TPRC, this is the T, this is the P, and this is the R. So angle TPR is congruent with angle PRQ, because this P angle is congruent with this R angle. So here is we give name angle TPR is congruent with angle PRQ. Okay, so they are the alternate angles, so they are congruent. Okay, so we are going to see here, right here. So I already explained this PQR congruent, SPQ alternate angle. Then here is ST is parallel and PR is the transversal. That is also explain you which two angles are alternate angles. PRQ is congruent with TPR. Okay, so this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So equation 1 and 2 addition, we can do the addition of equation 1 and 2, or we can write 1 and 2 equation. So 1 and 2 equation, so here is right addition of equation 1 and 2. Angle PQR plus angle PRQ is equal to angle SPQ plus angle TPR. Are you understand what I say? Are you understand first these two angles are congruent? How? Because this Q angle and P angle are alternate angle, so angle PQR is congruent with angle SPQ, alternate angle. Then here is the transversal PR, so this side angle is congruent, which is PRQ, congruent with or equal to TPR, alternate angles. So we can do the addition of first and second statement. So addition of first, angle PQR plus angle PRQ, this can be right this side. Angle SPQ plus angle TPR, this can be right this sides. So here is the right addition of equation, adding equation 1 and 2. So here is adding equation 1, this is PQR plus PRQ. Here is right PQR plus PRQ. Then SPQ plus TPR. Here is right SPQ plus TPR. Then we are going back again to see the diagrams, because it is very important to see the diagram. So see, here is, this is the Q, this is the P, and this is the R. So this is the QPR angle, this P angle. Okay, so this is the Q, this is the P, this is the R. So this QPR angle, this P angle. So P angle is common in between, common angle. This angle is having here also, this angle is also common here. So whatever be the common angle, this is the QPR angle is common angle, this P angle is common angle. So we can add this angle in this statement number 1 also and statement number 2 also. Means LHS side and RHS side. Both sides we are add this angle. Which angle? Angle CRQ, P and R. Because this P is common having in two sides. So see here. So that can be written here. I am going back to only understand you. So see, adding QPR both sides. This is the PQR plus PRQ. Okay, PQR plus PRQ. What can we add? Common angle QPR. So angle QPR is add here. Then this is the SPQ and this is the TPR. So angle SPQ plus angle TPR. what you add? Angle QPR. So plus angle. So you are getting SPQ plus TPR plus QPR. Then we are going ahead. So see, angle addition property, SPQ plus QPT, that angle is added. So SPQ plus QPT. So I am go back to show you SPQ plus QPT, that angle is added. So see, this is the S, this is the P, and this is the Q. Then they are said angle PQT added. So angle P, angle Q, sorry, angle QP, TPQ is added. So these two angle is added here. So what you get? Just see. So when they are added, SPQ plus QPT, then these two angles are a linear Pierce angle. So some of the students don't understand what I show. So I'm again going back to show them what is the linear Pierce. See, this is the SPQ angle. Okay, so this P angle. Then this is the another angle QPT angle. So this P angle and this Q angle. So these two angles are a linear pairs of each other. So linear pair sum is 180 degree. This angle and this angle, linear pairs of each other. So linear pair is 180 degree. So here is we write here 180 degree linear pairs. Okay, written here. So angle QPR plus angle PQR plus angle PRQ. See, angle QPR plus angle PQR plus angle PRQ is equal to 180 degree. Why it is 180 degree? Because these two, they are the linear pairs angle, so you are getting 180. SPQ, how can you get? TPR and QPR, addition of these two angle, then you get SPQ. So SPQ and QPT linear pairs, we can see two times, that is linear pair, so 180. So angle QPR, angle PQR and angle PRQ is equal to 180 degree. Sum of angle of triangle is 180. That is proof. This is very important theorem. All of my students, sincere students, you can be practice this theorem 4 or 5 times, and that is important, that coming in exam also. So we are going to learn another theorem, which is that if a pair of alternate angles from by transversal of two lines is congruent, then two lines are parallel. What they are said, alternate angles pairs, they are giving congruent, means they are giving the two angles, that two angles are alternate angles and they are congruent, they are said, and you want to prove that two lines are parallel. So first we write what is given. Okay, so given line N is the transversal of line L and M, and what is given then? They are given angle A and angle B are congruent pairs. So they are given that pairs, that A angle and B angles are congruent pairs, but which types of angle they are said alternate angles. Okay, so that is given, so I write here. So when you write the theorem, you are write the given, what is given to you. They are given that alternate angle pairs are congruent. So here is where write angle A is congruent with angle. Then you want to write TP, means you want to that prove that, what you want to prove that. So you want to prove that line L parallel to line M. So L line and M line, that you want to show parallel lines. So here is we are going to prove that. Here is we can draw the diagram first, and with help of the diagram we can prove it very easily. So first see the diagram. Here is their given condition is this angle A and angle B, they are the alternate angles, they are given to each other. Okay, they are alternate angle, and that alternate angles are congruent. Here is this angle A angle and this angle C angle. So this A angle and C angle, they are the linear pairs of each other, and sum of the linear pair is 180 degree. So first we can write that here. See, measure angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 linear pairs. Here is written angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree angle in linear pairs. Okay, so this is written. Then what they are given? They are given A is congruent with B. So that is written here, A is congruent with B, that is given to you. So here is right, A is congruent with B, and reason is right given. So this A is congruent with B. So instead of A, here I write B. Means what you get? You are getting that A is congruent with B, equal to B, that is given to you. So here is you are right, A plus C, angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. A is congruent with B, so instead of A, here we write B. So angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. So here is I write angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. See, this is the B angle and this is the C angle. Sum of them is 180 degree. So interior angle sum is 180 degree, and these two angles are interior angle, and interior angle sum is 180 degree. So if they are the interior angle, then L line and M line are parallel. Very simple statement. Are you understand how can I prove that? First we are right, angle A and angle C linear pairs. So angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Here is written angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Angle in linear pairs. Then what they are said? Then they are said that A angle and B angle are congruent angle, equal angle. So here is right, angle A is equal to angle B given. Then A is equal to B. So instead of A, here is we write B. So angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Okay, 180 degree. Are you understand this? Yes. But angle B and angle C are interior angles of each other, and by the interior angles of each other, and N is the transversal. So due to the interior angle test, the line L and line M, they are parallel by the interior angle test. I hope that all my students will understand this. Then I am going to learn another theorems. If a pair of corresponding angle from by transversal of two lines is congruent. Last problem they are said alternate angles are congruent, and this problem they are said corresponding angles are congruent. Okay, means changing position. There is they are said alternate angle are congruent, and that two sides, two lines are congruent. You want to show alternate. In last problem what they are said alternate angles are congruent, and you can prove two lines are parallel. In this problem they are said two corresponding angles are congruent. Two corresponding angles are congruent. Two corresponding angles are congruent. Then you want to show two lines are parallel. Okay. So here is right. Line N is the transversal of line L and line M. Okay. L and N is the transversal of line L and line M. A and B they are given congruent, but they are which angle? Corresponding angle. They are given angle A and angle B. Okay, so angle A and angle B they are equal angle, and these two angles are the corresponding angles. Okay, so you want to prove that line L parallel line M. So here we can draw this diagram here. N is the transversal draw. You can see here this is the N is the transversal, this is the L line, and this is the M line. So what you want to prove that? You want to prove that L is parallel to M. But what are they given to you? They are given the two corresponding angles are congruent. So we can write here two corresponding angles are congruent. So this A angle, see this A angle and this B angle, they are corresponding angle, and the corresponding angles are equal, they are given. So here is we say A and B are equal, that is written. So you want to prove that L is parallel to M. So again you are using here linear pairs. A plus C is equal to 180 degree. Linear pairs. So when you show major angle A plus major angle C is equal to 180 degree. So that is written here. See here, A major angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. So written A angle plus C angle 180 degree. Angle A plus angle C 180 degree. Angle in linear pairs. Okay. Then see, A and C is equal to 180 degree linear pairs, but this A angle and this B angle they are equal given here in given. A angle and B angle are equal. So here is we write what is given to you. So angle A is equal to angle B. Angle A is equal to angle B given. So instead of A, here we can write B. Instead of A, we can write here B. So what you get here? you can get here angle B plus angle C is equal to angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. So here is angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Why? A is equal to B. So A is equal to B. So here is right B. So angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. So here is this C angle and this B angle. They are interior angles of each other. So and N is the transversal. See, this N is the transversal. So by interior angle test, they are parallel. Who are parallel? Line L and line M are parallel. Very simple. Are you understand this? We are going to learn practice set 2.2. Problem number 1. We are only take one problem here because we are already explained 3 theorems and that 3 theorems are very important to you, and so you don't be confused. So I am taken only one problem in practice set 2.2. Okay students, so this is the last question. Give attention here. What is given? Just see here. They are given y is equal to 108 degree and x is equal to 71 degree. Okay, so they are already given the values of y and values of x to you. So what you want to prove? That you want to prove that M line and N line, they are parallel. But when they are parallel, so suppose this x angle and y angle, they are the interior angle, and if they are interior angle, so sum of them is 180 degree, then they are parallel. But if sum is not 180 degree, they are not parallel. Are you understand what I say? I am say that x angle and y angle are if they are the interior angle. So if they are the interior angle and if their sum is 180 degree, then they are parallel. But if sum is not 180 degree, then line M and line N, they are not a parallel. So here is the solution is given to you. So that is given x plus y. So what is x? 71 degree. What is y? 108 degree. So you are doing sum of them, then you are getting 179. So they are given 179. So x plus y, they are not equal to 180 degree. So x and y are not a supplementary, meaning is same. Not equal to 180 degree means they are not supplementary. Okay, supplementary means what you understand? Supplementary means sum is 180 degree. Complementary means 90 degree. If sum of the two angle is 90 degree, they are complementary. Sum of the two angle is 180 degree, then they are supplementary. Okay, are you understand? And reflex angle means 360 degree minus given angular measure. Is that clear? So here is sum is not 180 degree, sum is 170 degree, 179 degree. So sum is not 180 degree means they are not supplementary. So they are not supplementary. So line M and line N are not a parallel. So we are said they are not a parallel. Line L and line M are not a parallel. M and N is not a parallel. I hope that all of the students are understand. I am showing you the diagram here that is shown here. This is M and N, and here is the X and here is the Y. So this X is the 71 degree, this Y is the 108 degree. So when you are doing the sum of 71 and 108, you are getting here 179 degree. So it is not a supplementary. Sum of them is not a supplementary, means not a 180. So the M line and N line, they are not a parallel. I hope that all of the students will understand very well. So whether you are understand or not understand, that can be checked with help of the homework, and I am giving you here homework. And prove that if line L and line M, what they are said, prove that if a line is perpendicular to one of the two parallel lines, then it is perpendicular to the other line also. So you want to prove that it is perpendicular to the other lines also. So here is perpendicular means having forming 90 degree. So if it is perpendicular here, so this N is also perpendicular to this, that you want to show very easy. See, this angle is 90 degree because it is a linear pairs. So they are 180, sum is 180 degree. So you are getting that it is 90 degree. So this P angle and this P angle, they are the corresponding angles of each other. So if they are the corresponding angles of each other, then it is 90 degree. It is P angle is 90 degree because they are the linear pairs, sum of the 180 degree. So here is you get 90 degree. So this P is corresponding angle of Q. So if it is 90 degree, then corresponding angle Q is also 90 degree. It is also possible that EPB, so this P angle is 90 degree. By linear pairs we can find out. So if EPB, this P angle is the corresponding angle, then this PQD, so this Q angle is the corresponding angle of this E angle. So if it is 90 degree, then it is also 90 degree. So we can prove that another line is also perpendicular, because here is also getting 90 degree. So if you are getting 90 degree, then it is perpendicular. Do you understand? Such a way your homework is given to you. Stay home, stay safe, study whatever be care. All teachers are learned to you that your studies must be progress, and my maths practice, you must be do the practice 30 minutes for set, then 30 minutes for this first chapter, which is the basic concept of geometry. Have a nice day. Goodbye.